Hi, this is Bukhari. I was designing my website and I was having difficulties making image slider. And now that I have done some homework in YouTube videos and other tutorials, I found a way to make a beautiful image slider very quickly and thought that I would share with you guys. Hopefully you can benefit from this tutorial on how to make a beautiful image slider in Dreamweaver CS6 using jQuery library and a jQuery cycle plugin JavaScript file. And basically this is super easy, super cool, super quick. So let's get into it. Before I start, I need to show you that I was my prototype web designing. This is in Photoshop CS6. This is my prototype Photoshop website design. This is going to be the basically the image slider. So this is the I'll show you the fully working version of this one. So this is the real working version, fully functional image slider, and nice and beautiful, clean. So let's get into it. So um, before we start, we need to open Dreamweaver CS6, file, new, create, give it a title, in the body tag, insert div. This time the ID is going to be called wrapper. Press OK. Delete the text. Within this wrapper ID, we need to put another ID. Insert div tag. We're gonna call it container. Press OK. Delete the text because we don't need those texts. Within this container tag ID, div ID, we need to insert another ID. This is going to be a class ID. This is going to be a class, and we're gonna call it controller. Press OK, and we're gonna delete the text again, and now we're gonna copy this div class from beginning to end. Copy it, Command C in Mac, and paste it twice. And in the middle one, we're gonna change the class to ID, and we're gonna name this ID slider. Okay, so far so good. Now we need to put some CSS rules for this. A wrapper. Okay, the block will be, let's put it in display block. Box will be 960 width, height will be 720 pixel. Press OK. So now selecting the container, we need to give it a CSS rule. Less specific, compound base. OK. Background, we're gonna give a light yellow color to know the container, to understand the container spaces. Basically, we're gonna give it a block, which is going to be a block. Box would be 960, and that would be 720 pixels. Floating would be left. Border, that's container. Overflow will be auto. Press OK. Now in this slider, now we're gonna go work with the controller. Selecting the controller text in here in class, and controller text, come in here, put it previous prev. That's gonna add the ID for us, previous. Selecting the bottom controller, we're gonna put it next text in there, and that's gonna add the ID for us. So we have the wrapper container. Within the container we have the controller, which has ID previous, and that is covering the slider, and the controller ID with next functionality. Okay, so um, we need to add the arrow buttons in the container, in the slider. So selecting the previous text, add a CSS rule, list a specific compound base, OK. In the background, browse, left arrow. This is a white arrow, that's why you can't see yet, but we're gonna see it. Repeat will be no repeat, XY position will be center, block will be display block, box would be the width of the arrow is 100 pixels, and the height would be that's the basic height of the arrows. But you can adjust the total height of the container by putting 720. That will cover all the total height of the container in a slider, and it will be floating left, bottom none, position would be relative, z index will be 99, because that is because we want our arrows to be on top of the images. So okay, now we need to select the next ID, give it a CSS rule, less specific compound base, press OK, background, browse, right arrow this time, press OK, repeat no repeat, XY position will be center, block will be display block, box is 100 pixel width and 720 pixel height, floating would be right, because this is the right arrow, it will be in the right position, so floating right. Bottom none, position would be relative, z index would be 99, press OK. So far so good. In now selecting the slider, give it a CSS rule, less specific, compound base, OK. Display block, box would be 960 and the height would be 720 pixels, floating will be left, or none, position will be absolute, overflow will be hidden. And this hidden option is going to help us by not showing all the images stacking on top of each other. So it is hidden, so there will be one image only, but there will be more images below it, you can't see, just because of the hidden option. So press OK. We want our total wrapper in the middle, so selecting the wrapper ID, actually we already have the wrapper ID in here, we double click in here, click in the box, margin would be auto, that will centralize the total wrapper in the middle. So far so good. Now we need to add the images in the slider, so make sure you put in here cursor, insert image, we're gonna put 3 images, we're gonna skip this one for this tutorial, insert another image, this is the last image we're gonna put in this slider. Just stay with me, you will find it very easy to understand and make it. So we're gonna do some housekeeping work in here a little bit, so that everything else got organized and easy to understand. So okay, so far so good. If we press live in here, we see everything is in order, like as it should be. Everything is perfect, precisely in the position, right position. So now we're going to add the functionality, JavaScript, jQuery library, and the plugins, jQuery plugins, and I got it from the JavaScript file, JavaScript jQuery from here. If you press download, that's gonna take it to the link page. I downloaded this one or this one, both of them is fully functional, so I downloaded this one already. Now we're gonna click, you're gonna come here, and this is mouseup.com/jquery/cycle plugin side. jQuery plugin. This is the plugin jQuery file we're gonna use from this side. We download it from here, and we're gonna copy this functionality from here because we have previous and next button in our slider. So we're gonna simply copy it. Command C in Mac. You're gonna minimize this window. Now we're gonna add the JavaScript file. Come here, script, press OK. Okay, jQuery, first jQuery file, jQuery JavaScript library. Then press enter one more time. One more time, you need to press in here to add the jQuery cycle plugin. Open. Okay. Now press enter one more time. We're gonna put the function. Type. So far so good, we're getting in there. We're almost finished. Yes guys, we are almost finished making this slideshow. It is having a fade effect. We didn't want that. I'll show you what we want. Okay, we want to get more effects. You come here, browse effect, click in here. These are the effects you can put in there. So we're gonna, for this purpose, we're gonna put this one horizontal. Scroll, Command C on Mac, select the fade button, paste. Now we are gonna change this one because we have 15. Remember we have next, controller, next, and previous and next. So it is going to be the same in here. We remove 2 from both of them, and this part is going to be our slider ID. It's called slider. We just simply copy it from here. Command C, paste it in here. That's it. It is done, guys. The slider is ready to roll. This is complete. Super fast, super cool, super easy. Trust me. If you have followed my steps in here, it's really piece of cake and very easy to make. So this is it. Now we're gonna save it. Control S and slider. Call it slider 2 maybe. That's okay. Now we're gonna check it in Safari. There you go. This is our fully functional image slideshow. So there you go. This is a fully functional image, beautiful image slideshow in no time. That was the previous one I showed you before we started this tutorial, and this is the final version of the slideshow that we created in Dreamweaver CS6. So hopefully you will be benefiting from it, and maybe you will be sharing with others so that others can be benefited and learn from it. Maybe, yeah, maybe it can be a piece of inspiration. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, thank you for watching my tutorial, and hope to see you again. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, or subscribe. Maybe it's up to you. So enjoy. This is the final fully functional slideshow, image slideshow. You can put anything, and you can also even customize the arrows, giving transparency, blocks, and other stuffs. I'll do that in other tutorials maybe. So take care. Bye. Thank you for watching.